Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. Today we are playing some Aries solo. Why Aries solo? Pretty simple. A skin came out, that's literally it. This character I wouldn't recommend playing in this role right now. I think he's actually very good in the game right now, but definitely just as a support. We are using the skin, it's called Codebreaker, excuse me. And this is a prism of it. So if you like it, you can hop into the store and get it. And that's about it. I try to promote the new skins that come out by trying to get a game with them so people can see them, see some of the new visual stuff. We already did Eset and Nemesis. I think this is the last skin of the patch. There might be one more. If there is one more, you'll see it. If there isn't, then this is it. But yeah, so we are into an Anubis solo, which is actually quite brutal, as he is, immune to our ultimate when he uses his first ability, or obviously his ultimate. And I have a fairly combative build, which I'm a little concerned about because, again, he is just like an Anubis who probably doesn't care. Generally, if you're playing solo and you can't just like kill Anubis, you're going to struggle big time. Thankfully, most characters do just kill him, but this is not one of them that does, so yeah, it could be bad. We got our chain at level 1. I'm just going to play like for a cheesy force out slash kill attempt here. And I don't think it's going to work. We are going into like a Triton's Conch build, so my build is going to look similar to like a Bacchus Aspect build or a Jormungandr build on this character most likely. I suppose I could go like Carver Lash actually as well. I know Lash obviously got nerfed a bit. Reaper got nerfed, so I probably wouldn't go that, but I could go Carver Lash. It's an interesting idea. I just thought about that, so I'm not saying that will be good, but it might be worth a try anyways. And as you can see, what I mean by the damage thing is like, I think we've played basically a perfect lane so far. We do have anti-heal in our 25%, so that's kind of nice. But it's going to be very dodgy. And the problem is like, for me to make any type of headway in this lane, I probably need to build in a way that's not very conducive to surviving. And for a character like Aries, that's very risky, right? So, I want to go things like Sphere of Negation, obviously, soon. That will be... He's actually just dead here, I think. Oh, that was a good stun by him. I just realized he got his stun, by the way. I for sure thought he had his 3. So if he didn't have his stun, he does just die there, but... Obviously, he had it, so it doesn't really matter, huh? Let's play for a kill here, maybe? I missed. Never mind, we're in trouble now. Okay, we did juke it. We're fine. Oh man, this is not fun. This is not fun at all. I need a gank bad. Okay. Gank right lane. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. He has blink. I didn't pay attention to that. Oh, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking stuff, man. Yeah, this was kind of written to be how it is. Painful, painful things. Okay. Well, heartbreaking. If I went Shell, obviously we live right there for a little bit, but it doesn't really change much. I can freeze here a bit. It's going to take a miracle to get out of this lane. I'm very screwed. All good. We'll figure it out. Just going into Bancrofts. As he gets more sustain, I will have less kill potential, so our best bet is like now. Which I don't even know if that exists, but yeah, I think my problem before was I was trying to really thread all my autos in with my chains, but I'm just going to go for one auto into a chain every time so I can at least get them off rather than get stunned and not be able to use them. I mean, it's better that way. He is like super inting, by the way. I think if we just like gank right now, he's just dead. I mean, I kill him, but like, dude, this guy just like won't come over. What the hell? Whatever. We're gonna lose the full wave. It's very bad. Is what it is, though. Is what it is. Good Neathel, at least. I mean, that helped us a little bit. Yeah, we're in big trouble. I guess I did get a kill. We are gonna rush Lash because it is, magical prots and some damage. And yeah, I guess I will just like go Carver and kind of hope for the best. Can we just kill this guy? Like, I know I'm probably gonna lose farm for this, but it's probably the best bet. I know he might have ult. I'm just gonna kind of hope for the best. Yeah, not quite enough. Too bad. At least I really didn't do anything there. I think the Suki had to hold his ult for a little bit, but it probably wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I just sort of lose like 4 creeps for that. Not great. Okay. I'm gonna just like get some chains on him at least. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. It's a good ultimate from this guy, but I don't think I actually can kill him. Yeah, I did hit the stun, but who cares?
Your middle tower is under attack.
This is so frustrating, man. Like, our jungler can just get up 55 levels if he just kills the tower lining Anubis off cooldown. That's super easy to kill, and he just refuses to. Man, this is, like, unbelievable. Okay. Well, we got his Bloodbound. We did get his ult and his Blink earlier. So I'll just kind of clear and hide. Okay, he's out now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just so doomed. Okay, whatever. I'll just wait. Now we lose gold. Heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, my AD sees the go. Okay, there might be hope. There might be hope. Now, he should have ult at the same time as me, I want to say. I'm actually not super sure. Don't remember Anubis ult cooldown off the top of my head. Can we just... No, I can't back. I need one more wave. I think he's dead here, actually. He has Bloodbound again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so annoying. Okay, whatever. Well, at least we didn't die. So, W. Space the 2-3. Huge. Neathult was really good there. I know it didn't hit, but the fact is like that he would have just walked out, and he stood his ground because he knew he was dead if he didn't ult. So, really, really good play. My Neath is completely saving my game. The Suki is useless, but it is what it is. We will shove right, go into Lash. Now, this Lash will not make a huge amount of difference here. But it will help us do a little bit more damage, obviously, and as we go into Carver next. Also, I had way more than I thought I had. It just we had the we were looking at the wrong like tab of the store, so it looked like I needed way more gold. So a little bit unlucky actually there. I probably would have taken a more conservative back, but thankfully, you know, we got the kill, so it didn't matter too much. I'm gonna go into Carver now, and that's gonna give us obviously some on-hit. More damage and stuff like that, which is quite nice. And then we'll probably just go into Sphere of Negation. Yes, we are doubling up Magic D, like, relatively early with no Fizz D for a while, and that's not something I normally recommend, but I think we kind of just need to survive, and, like, it is what it is, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, it is what it is. Like, that's kind of it. Now, obviously, this is like, you know, nerfed Lash, so it is a bit weaker. But is it actually a bad item? No, not really. I mean, shocker, right? It's not bad. It's worse, but it's not bad.
Final hold hits Thanatos there.
I'm just gonna ult this, actually, get some mitts and stuff.
I
think he's just dead. Yeah, he's just dead. See, as you start to get some defense and stuff, and as long as your game's not immediately over, you can actually start to play. It's just that our game started over, but yeah, again, this Neath is this Neath might be getting like $100 from me, low-key. I think I can kill this guy, by the way. This was a very bad idea. Easy one. Huge, boys. If you're wondering why I'm leveling my 2-second, It's really just that I don't feel like I can get my 3 off, so I'd rather just have the extra HP 5 and stuff. Is that actually something I need to be doing? You know, maybe not, but it's what I'm doing, so it is what it is. I don't think it's hugely important, but that is like a way I could technically change my leveling if I wanted to. I feel okay with this though. I think with that kill on the Thana especially, man, honestly we are in prime position here.
Oh. His dash, that was crazy.
Okay, we have our ultimate soonish. I probably will just back as I have enough for Carver like now.
I am Tsukuyomi.
He lived?
I could try like this one last wave for something. Like the problem is like this Naga I kind of can't kill. So as you see, I'm kind of like stuck on it. Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Wait.
No.
Oh, good kill. Wait. What?
Okay. It's falling apart on the map. We're still kind of playable. I will meet this guy. I appreciate this guy's tenacity and unwavering spirit, but I will meet him.
You wasted my mid rotation. I came to ult mid and contest that center camp, and Serb just left and went to fucking Pyro Giant. And then I lose my tower and we got nothing. That's what happened.
This guy's furious too. Okay, we'll let him be. Alright, fair enough. Honestly, dude, I get it. This one's a fucking disaster. Excuse me, freaking disaster. Okay. I have Carver now. Now, I want cooldown, and I'd like Fizz Prots. What Breastplate allows us to do is not have a problem where we have, like, what is it called? Sorry, I'm blanking. Where we have, like, a lot of health, and that's, you know, a big issue for stuff like Soul Reaver from Disco. So, yeah, we're just gonna go into Breastplate instead. I wonder if Regrowth works on this god, because I do actually get movement speed when I hit my chains on gods. It's a bit conditional, but I don't think that makes it worth it. Excuse me. It's something I probably should try sometime, but yeah, just an interesting idea. But yeah, we are gonna go Breastplate here. Just straight up, you know, cooldown is really nice. Afterwards, I think shell upgrade, something like that, probably quite okay. And yeah, so do you want to start getting some rounded prots out, of course, too? Okay, I kind of want to like rotate out. You know, obviously, I don't think the Lash nerf where you lose the PvE damage is like largely relevant, but for a character like Aries who actually kind of needed it, you do notice it. I will say for sure. Like I definitely feel the lack of damage here from me. I am getting collapsed on here hard. I'm probably very dead. I'm just gonna play for the kill on him. Like I will kill him, you know what I mean, but just about do I just die after? And the answer is probably yeah. But at least I got some stuff here. If we could do gold, there are 3 people here. I think that'd be a good idea. I think we should get this. Like that's kind of ridiculous, but it's fine. As long as we get this, it's quite good actually. I mean, the Uller showing up was like extremely overkill, I won't lie. I think that's what's screwing them big time here. Disco combo down. This guy is unironically playing on action camera. Holy moly. Wow. Okay. Good combo. Now, look, we don't have to get kills here. If we don't get him, it's no big deal. Super fine. And the reason it's super fine is, like, again, we got the objective, so it's chill. Really good trade there on the map. Pretty happy with that. We're now going to go into a, obviously, Breastplate. Like I said, this guy's super lifesteal, so me going Contagion at some point, probably pretty valuable. Though not super close to it either, so, like, you know, just got to take it one item at a time. Again, I definitely do feel the farm speed impacted heavy, which is unlucky, because I think, you know, one of the drawbacks you have of, like, Lash getting nerfed in the way that it did is that like characters that abuse it the hardest actually are less affected than characters who needed it to be viable, which is kind of sad. Like I do think Mystical needs some love because the Mystical is like the the Aries solo item, the Sobek solo item, and both those guys you kind of can't play. So, and you couldn't even with Lash being OP. So it's like, damn.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Big trouble here, boys. There are 4 people here. I'm very dead, unfortunately. Darn it.
You have been slain. Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Like, how is this happening? Alright, well, we do have Breastplate now.
Your middle tower
Gonna go
is under
into... probably Contagion. Yeah, not...
I am Tsukuyomi. Bow before my divinity.
Okay.
Stand behind you.
killing spree.
Okay. I'm gonna try to defend this Pyro, but it's probably gone, so we'll
Right there, she was clearly out.
we'll make a small attempt here. And if this works, great. If this doesn't work, obviously a bit sad, though likely to get it. That's good. I am unfortunately just gonna die again. That sucks. Well, at least we got it. We'll go into...
So we're down to 6K. I say we just farm and hope they throw.
I think we'll go into
Your right tower is under attack.
Contagion here, or Shell. The problem with going Shell is that the components are very expensive, right? And because the components are very expensive, when you're behind, you don't really want to be building something that is so blocky, right? Because like I would be coming at a base here with 700 gold and nothing to buy. That really doesn't feel very good. You know, one of the other things kind of that's an extension of that, right, is that like mages, this is nothing to, well, it does have something to do with mages. I'm drawing this parallel because I'm thinking about it. One of the reasons I think mages struggle right now in the game, and why I really talk about how mages need help, is let's say I'm a mage here and I'm behind, right? Like I'm playing Scylla, Disco, even if I'm a mid laner. This has nothing to do with solo, this is just a mage character, right? And I need to build Tahuti here. Well, look at my components, right? If I need to build Shard here, think about the components 950, I think, right? And 1200. It's a really big issue, regardless of what you're in. So, contrasting and kind of thinking about like how your components interact with your build, I'm not saying is necessarily something you should always be thinking about mid-game to alter how you're going to build. But like in terms of does it have some type of impact, degree, feel, whatever the case might be, like 100%, you know? So... when you're gold starved, the game is hard and the game feels bad, and every decision you make feels very grating and punishing. I'd prefer to go Shell upgrade here, or Aegis upgrade, but I can't because I think the spikes are just way too brutal. But then it's like if I don't get my item, then it's like, well, what the hell am I even doing at this point, right? So we are gonna get the solo kill here again. The damage potential is really quite nice. We do have a stun on this guy, which is also again quite nice. Neath is a little off the mark, unfortunately, but it happens. I'll go for chains here, and again, kind of just need to play very aggressive, fight-heavy type of gameplay at this point because of the map state. But yeah, it's troublesome. It's difficult. We're probably just gonna die here, sadly. Yeah. Too bad he has ult. If he didn't have ult, honestly, there might have been hope. But nonetheless, at the very least here, we're gonna get Contagion. Anti-lifesteal will be good. I don't think that procs actually on the Thanatos for the healing he has, but just the fact that people will be doing damage to me and stuff is enough to say it'll get applied, I think, relatively consistently at least, so that's good. Next item here, again, this is kind of that issue I was talking about. Not issue, I'm not saying these items are bad, I'm just saying, this is why it's so important to be farming well and really to learn like game fundamentals and stuff. And things so that you can limit the amount of times you get into a spot where you feel like this, because this does not feel good, right? We probably want to go upgraded Shell and go upgraded Blink as our last 2 items, and it's like, man, I am leaving base so many times in the next couple of minutes feeling very, like, uninspired because of the spikes being so jarring, and my farm speed's not great either, so a lot of issues, honestly. Yeah, a lot of issues, quite frankly. I had a video not so long ago, folks, where I talked about game fundamentals and how important it is to, like, understand simple things, and I realized that my videos are probably at times a little too technical focused in terms of, like, approachability, and I don't mean that I'm going to change my style, but I probably could help out posting more fundamental-esque videos. Icy Cold has been uploading some, and I think he's done a phenomenal job. So I really recommend them, and I've been checking them out. Weekend has been uploading some fundamental videos on, like, auto attack canceling, things of that nature, other coaching types of videos as well and things. So I always recommend those types of things. Now, I also want to be clear, just watching doesn't do anything. You need to play afterwards, right, and actually apply some of that stuff. Because you can definitely get into a habit of over-asking and under-applying. But nonetheless, like, these are great tools and things I really recommend. I can try to do better on my regard, but, like, I'm saying all this to say, like, it is genuinely disheartening seeing gameplay this bad. Like, that's what I'm trying to get to. It's unfortunate, but, like, I have Obsidian players probably on my team right now, and genuinely, if, like, this reminds me of Smite 1 Gold, it's bad, right? So I'm not saying every player all the time. I'm not trying to single anybody out, but this is just horrific. And, you know, when I talk about more advanced concepts like freezing, map play, all this stuff, I mean, if you're walking sideways in the jungle, bro, like, that's just not gonna help. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I really encourage literally all players at any skill bracket, even if you feel like you're quite comfortable, familiar. It's so important to just focus on, like, simple stuff of, like, how often am I just wastefully rotating. A really good example of this game was we got collapsed on a right, 4 people, we died. Okay, it is what it is, it happens. The team hovered us and then walked over to mid, dove a tier 1 tower, all died. We lost Queen Naga, which is what we were grouping for, to dive somebody in the mid tower who was unkillable. If we just didn't do any of that and just, like, farm the map, we would have just been fine. But instead we ambitiously made an unplayable call and lost the game instantly. And it's like, yeah, I mean, can coaching fix that and stuff? Sure, but, like, I mean, realistically, if you ask anybody in mid there what they were doing, they would not be able to give you an answer. And if the play that you're making is so completely wayward and, you know, backwards that, like, I can't even come to begin to think of an answer for what you're doing at all. It's like, it's just not good. So try to ask yourself before you make plays, before you make decisions, what am I doing? Like, genuinely, right? And if it's not like a simple, obvious answer, or you can't, like, give yourself a clear answer, you're probably making a terrible call. And, you know, obviously that happens sometimes. Sometimes you mess up. I'm not saying never mess up, whatever the case might be. But, like, it is so rough seeing so many players who are so, like, underdeveloped in every single component of playing, and it's just like, man, how did you, like, rank up? Like, again, if this was a casual, I would never bring this up, but this is, like, higher ranked, and it's really disheartening, man, because I feel like video-wise and in terms of, like, content-wise, I've probably, as a creator, pushed a lot of this more than a lot of people, and it's just like, man, this is still the case. And I know, look, when it comes to ranked and stuff, newer game, players get better, you have to be patient. Sometimes it takes many months, sometimes it takes many years even. But, dear God, sometimes you just see it and it hurts. Anyways, I say all that to say I needed something to talk about because we were getting shit on and farmed for, like, the last couple minutes. We're cradling a Phoenix defense here. Waves are semi-shoved. This is not really the best Phoenix for them to get. So if they do get it, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, as you can see, though, I am not very tanky, and I will just unfortunately die very low. Looks like he will trade out. Again, if we don't all die here, it's really quite okay, because losing this Phoenix, which is like the worst case scenario if we stay alive, is not a big problem. This Phoenix is easy to clear the Fire Waves for. Fire Giant is fairly holdable. If we can take trades where, you know, we trade 1 for 1, it's phenomenal. We traded 1 for 2 there, we'll probably lose Phoenix. It's not, we won't lose Phoenix. Okay, so it's quite good, you know. It's not the best, but it could have been worse, so, you know, you're not unhappy with that. Shell upgrade here, like I said, is definitely going to be pretty helpful for us. But yeah, so sorry, bringing back to the last topic, we'll make it a bit more optimistic. I will try to piece together some videos. I definitely, like, want to be able to edit some of my own videos and do things like that. I don't really have the technical, like, skill because I've never really tried or applied, so that's on me for sure. But, you know, I'll try to craft some things together. And just, like, yeah, hope for the best. One of the things that I would really hope for in this game, and I'm not saying that this is like something that has to happen, but I'd really think it'd be good for it to happen, is there's obviously a very big push from high-res devs, and especially, like, you know, Kilgoon, who's kind of, I think, leading things for new player retention and also just new player, like, experience in terms of, like, learning the game. And I think Conquest for a lot of people is very intimidating, so I'd love to see something in that regard looked at. I should never have chained right there, it's just never going to work, but maybe we get a decent play here. Double Beads Force. We are on the Anubis here, just have to hit the closest target. Wooler does die. This fight's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Yeah, I just does too much damage, sadly. Do we get anybody here? Not quite. Yeah, it wasn't a good idea to focus the Ymir with Dagger. Just should have went on the Thana. It is what it is. Gonna lose that guy. Action Camera Serb is running away voraciously. 3 surrender votes. We're gonna give that a no. But unfortunately, no does not mean much when we're the only one. 7-8-2. I wanted to showcase Aries. I wanted to showcase the skin. I think I've done a little bit of that. I am just distraught. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I try not to upload videos like this much, but I am flabbergasted. So we will just let it be. Thank you for watching. I do sincerely appreciate all the support. Let me know characters, all of those things you'd like to see in the future. I know next Troll Thursdays I've got a very fun pick among other videos, and I will catch you all very, very soon. Peace.